Away we go. Brilliant start from Jack Miller. He's going to zoom through to the lead into turn one out front.
Bagnaia, he's picked off Polispargo straight away, so Bagnaia into fourth place. Almost a bit of contact there between Miller and Viñales then from pole into the lead on lap one.
Brilliant stuff from him, and his teammate Rossi as well has made a couple of places.
5 on the factory Suzuki as he tries to make headway from 11th place. So Maverick Viñales just where he wants to be. Pecco
Oh, well, that's one of the Aprilias.
And that was Morbidelli involved as well. So last weekend's race winner, I think, was off the circuit. Certainly one
on exit. It's Maverick Viñales though that leads from his good friend so Jack Miller.
Morbidelli's felt sick all turn 8, although he's back on that factory Aprilia. Now then Viñales with clear track ahead of him, trying to make an early break.
On board there with Pecco Bagnaia. He's in third. He's got his teammate Miller up ahead of him. This is the perfect start though for Maverick so far. He leads.
Good first lap for Mir. He's picked up a couple of spots and moved up from 11th to 9th. Bad first lap for Nakagami. Viñales, half a second clear then right now of Jack Miller.
This is the sort of thing that... Turn 4! Oh, disaster! There will be no 200th podium for Valentino Rossi.
Not the one out very early on here. There was late hard take for Rossi one weekend ago when he got picked for the podium by Mir. There's early hard.
Brad Binder up the inside of Jack Miller. Brad Binder then now into the podium positions. He's up to third and up.
He's got through on Jack Miller. Pecco Bagnaia then. He's a second down on Maverick Viñales. It's to Polispargo and Fabio Quartararo.
Oh, Binder's gone down! Binder's gone down now at turn 15!
Morbidelli race winner last weekend in an instant at turn 8. Rossi down, back up. Binder down. Is he back up?
Quartararo in third place. Danilo Petrucci is up in the top 6. Tranmere's now 7th.
Can't take your eyes off 2020, can you? What more drama is about to unfold in the next 25 laps or so out as well? Drama early on as well for Franco Morbidelli.
Right, let's try and catch up. Not for fewer lap at the moment. He's got Lecco just behind him and Petrucci up ahead. Into turn 10 we go. Look here. This is at turn 8.
Espargaro and Morbidelli, isn't it? Oh, it was a lazy spot. Nowhere to go, was there? And there's Rossi down at turn 4. Don't see that very often, do you? Valentino. Oh, well, that was Binder. I thought that was like, you know what?
I'm steady on. Right. 9. Then it's Polispargo in third. Quartararo 4th. Then it's Miller. Polispargo
on that last lap. You're absolutely right, Steve. Polispargo's the man flying right now. He was a couple of tenths quicker on that last circuit.
World Championship leader Dovizioso. The reason, I mean, the very fact that we were on board with him a moment ago just tells us
who knows. I mean, there's a long way to go. He's ahead of him directly, got Miguel Oliveira. This is a real big front as well. And here comes Pecco Bagnaia. He is just taking time out of Maverick Viñales, hand over fist.
Crashed again.
Binder's gone down again. It's time to park it, Brad. Forget about it. A rebuild for Barcelona next weekend.
Pole position.
So Binder can't capitalise on a career best 6th place starting position in MotoGP.
Huge gap, in fact. That group have lost so much ground. There's Joan Mir. He's finally found a way through on Danilo Petrucci.
Yeah, what are you going to say today? Suzuki struggling to get the best out of that Michelin rear tyre. Touches the front too much. It's got so costly for the factory Suzuki. Alex Rins at the moment, he's down in 15th place.
Iker Lecuona's just got past Danilo. Let's hope it works out for them. Into turn 10 we go then. Maverick Viñales still with the advantage over Pecco.
Long time to keep this man at bay, isn't it? Pecco Bagnaia has looked so good all weekend. Yes, it's still not 100%, but it's not holding him back or hindering him, and that's clear for all to see as he really...
15 we go and up towards turn 16. Pecco Bagnaia 2 anymore. It's less than that as they go across the line. 32.3 from Pecco Bagnaia.
63, Pecco Bagnaia, a couple of tenths quicker on that last lap than Maverick Viñales.
4, look at the grip that Pecco Bagnaia's got. He's on rails and he flies through to take the lead.
Bagnaia's got the speed. Viñales was getting in a little bit hot there. I think that was more a mistake by Viñales that let Bagnaia through. He's had the rhythm all weekend to make a break, and there's that already with 22 laps to go here in Misano. The key moment. Speed coming out of turn 10 on that Ducati. That is so demoralising for Maverick Viñales.
And look at the live chat.
Absolutely nothing. That is just the sheer brutal horsepower and the fact that they can put it to the ground. Viñales says, well, thank you very much. I'll have the lead, I'll try and break you now.
Yeah, this is the key moment for Bagnaia all weekend.
He's blitzed Maverick straight away, Steve. 32.7 from Bagnaia, 33 from Alex Marquez, although it's actually Miguel Oliveira, isn't it? Because Lecuona is further ahead on the road. Credit to him, he's in sort of fade and drop back down the ranking. So Miller at the moment surrendering vital world championship points as well.
Absolutely brilliant.
And at the moment, Vinales has got absolutely nothing for Pecco Bagnaia, nothing.
That noise on the bike then I just heard. No, going down. I thought I heard someone go down. Fabio Quartararo then.
Compromised Joan Mir. He's 3.5 seconds behind Fabio Quartararo. And at the moment, he's
around the two left-handers into turn 6, and nobody else has ridden it in a long, long time.
I mean, Dobby's in a big dogfight. He's in a big group, but he's about a second slower than.
That's your gap. That's the helicopter view of the top 4. Joan Mir seconds down on the leaders, even though he's lapping just as quick as Bagnaia out front.
Yeah, first top 6 back in zone for Lecuona. It'll be interesting to keep an eye on Alex Marquez because we know how good he is with late race pace. He said his fastest lap of the Grand Prix.
Yeah, there then, in 5th place at the moment. The gap at the front, 9/10 between Pecco as well. They'll monitor that closely. It will feel like a long race though for Pecco Bagnaia. It's just been a disaster. He said yesterday in the press conference, I can't wait to get out of here, and it is showing as well. Falling down the time screens here. Has he had a fall?
6/10 is the advantage Bagnaia has over Maverick Vinales. Hasn't been able to make the break that we all thought, down to a 1:32.7.
Yeah, Jack's in pit lane. It's done. You know,
I was going to say, I can't believe he would pull out of the top 10 when he's fighting for the World Championship. It looks like, start with an old set of legs. I mean, it looks like there's perhaps been some contact somewhere on Jack Miller.
Well,
whether that's
front is coming down. Mentioned before, it's around this time now. This is as far as Pecco back. This is where you're kind of going into unknown territory. He was brilliant last week at it, but
he's never led for this long in a MotoGP race. He's done it before in Moto3, done it before in Moto2. That nice new graphic there, we can see the progress of Rossi being made at the moment. Not a lot of progress on
Marquez, and Dovi's closing as well. So Alex not just quite for Dovi right now.
Rossi's going to be kicking himself because he was right in the championship battle. He was only 22 points adrift.
Lane time.
Guys, the team that are not talking to me yet, but I overheard Jack talking laps in. I'll get that confirmed.
Thanks for that, Simon. Live championship as we stand at the moment, locked on for Pecco Bagnaia, and you've got another guy thrown into the equation. 9 laps gone, it will be 10 at the end of this one. Spargaro also.
Quartararo, they're almost an identical lap time as previous lap, 32.
Way down through the top 10, they've all got the same pace. Qualifying is just so crucial these days in Moto. He just got swallowed up somewhere in Sector 1. Although Rossi's remounted, Morbidelli was in some trouble as well. Jack Miller's retired from the race. Over Maverick Vinales, is that it now? Is this his chance to break free? It says go.
Vinales in that second sector alone.
Quattararo struggling a bit here. Joan Mir's closing.
Now again, almost identical lap times between Spargaro and Quartararo. In between the two men who are trying to fight it out for the final podium place. There is Joan Mir then at the moment in quite a lonely Quartararo and about 1.7 seconds ahead of Iker Lecuona, who's still in that 6th place and has just dipped back into the 1:33s, which will be a slight concern because behind him Oliveira's upping his pace just over a second.
It's interesting here, it's looking like some of the KTMs opted last minute. Agro said he couldn't get anything else to work. Pole, according to our data, is out there on a soft rear tyre as well.
Building talk that he wouldn't even be on the bike next year in 2021, and here he is now. A fiddling day so far for Andrea Dovizioso. He thought they'd made a breakthrough with the centre bandage riding style to get the best hide between Quartararo and Dovi going to Catalunya. Practice starts on Friday morning.
Automatically, I will say this, if Maverick Vinales holds on to second, the confidence he'll get from that is unbelievable, and he's on this slab.
And Yai's found another 10th, his advantage up to a second and a half. It's a battle for 11th and 12th, a long way back to catch Alex Rins, who was fighting for the podium, wasn't he, last week? What a difference. That stomach bug has really knocked him out of his stride. Morbidelli Bargo, not particularly helping his cause as well.
Tranmere here, still lapping in the mid 130. Sounds like Jack Miller's bike lost power.
That's going to be frustrating when your points lost. Oh, that's T-Tubber back down. Crucial championship points lost for Jack Miller through no fault of his own. Was ruled out of a certain nailed on second place, which would have been his first podium in MotoGP. A mechanical cost him.
His legs started hurting and the tyre did start dropping. And also just remember, Maverick Vinales then came on speed completely over just yet.
Bagnaia said last weekend the first 4 laps in right-handers, he can barely get his knee down. Killer in the world, and right now it certainly will be the case for this man. That gap just isn't it hovering around to his Red Bull Tech 3 teammate Miguel Oliveira, who's done a great job. He's quickly swallowed up that second in pace before that crash yesterday at turn 15. 32.5 from Oliveira. That's the same lap time.
Ride from him though, the Portuguese man. This is your leading group. Well, it's not much of a group. It's just, you know,
slightly quicker last time around by about a 10, but Polispargro standing firm. He's making that for our bay. This would be a brilliant podium finish for Polispargro, who's had a couple of bruising weekends himself. He's been on a massive risk. You've got to push on the absolute limit for every centimetre of every inch of this tarmac.
And Quartararo, that gap back to Mir, Oliveira, Lecuona, Alex Marquez, Dovi, showing this all weekend. Can he maintain it?
That's the pace that's going to win your races here around Mazzano. Look at that. That is absolutely awesome. Phenomenal consistency and speed from Pecco Bagnaia. That's why again,
can that pace be maintained for 27 laps?
All that last weekend, this is now just a massive test of his focus, of his concentration. He's been at the front for some
16 riders left in this race at the moment. Valentino Rossi, of course, crashing and reman. Off rear tyre for Polispargaro. It says it is on our graphics. If it is, that
championship, massive 16 points coming for him. And as we said, he had a couple of big crashes. Try again next weekend. Day to forget for him. Yet next time, hasn't got long to wait. Catalunya in 5GP.
Yeah, this would be a huge step forward for KTM after the weekend they had here last weekend here. Right now, he's not coming under any pressure from this man, Fabio Quartararo.
Garmin just broken into 132. He's in 10th place, which was a fair chunk faster than Dovizioso ahead of him.
Last minute change on the grid. Polispargaro went for the soft rear.
That's paid off so far.
That has paid off. It's working quite well for this man at the moment.
Fortune favours the brave, doesn't it? And that's gone the way of Polispargaro so far. Got slightly cooler conditions here this weekend.
Fabio Quartararo has finally got a team lap.
Yeah, Nakagami again, 3/10 quicker than Dovizioso ahead of him. So Andrea Dovizioso. And under big threat here for that 9th place from Nakagami, who's much quicker.
Ends for the doctor.
That's a body blow for his championship aspirations, not the way he wanted to notch up to.
It's be another reason for him pulling in, because there's only 15 riders left in the race now. He's looking over at the rear tyre.
Well, the crowd are still giving him a very generous round of applause. They would have loved to have seen Rossi fight. An early crash at turn 4, completely compromising Rossi's challenge and putting a big dent in his championship.
132.6 from Bagnaia. Brilliant work from him.
Same Bagnaia, though, has been absolutely brilliant. He stage managed that gap to around 1.3, 1.4. Let's have a listen.
Just nothing got his way over the last 7-8 days here. It
really hurt.
Well, even more so with his teammate leading at the moment as well.
That's physically painful and mentally incensed. I don't think there's going to be any dramas about people keeping 2 metres away from Jack Miller at the moment.
It's 1.5. It fluctuates depending on what sector we're in. Further back, 3 seconds down is Polispargaro, but he wants this brilliant podium. He might have to fight for it shortly.
Yeah, still running pretty high 132s, Tranmere, 32.8 last time around, which was a couple of tenths quicker than rear tyre for a few laps, isn't it?
Further back, Miguel Oliveira having passed Lecuona, Marquez looking like picking up their best rookie results of the season so far.
Yeah, with that little bit of one thing, passing it in the hands of Andrea Dovizioso, who's so good on the brakes anyway. Well, that's a completely different matter.
Now, this isn't just for third, this is for obviously the podium, for silverware, but for another.
Yeah, Fabio will be reasonably happy with 4th, but it will mean it extends his barren run, 5 without a podium.
Bagnaya's name going down the list on the left. Oh, it's transponders. Goodness me, I apologise to viewers at home.
What I've got left is already great.
Goodness me.
So back in.
I'm not kidding. The name just dropped down the left there, and I thought, no way.
It's a task here to keep Fabio Quartararo at bay. An almighty task, because on that last lap, rear tyre, he's not done a lot of laps on it. He hasn't got a lot of information on it. And at this stage of the race, this will be the stage of the race.
Of course, as this, but that is worth monitoring. The gap at the front has come down by a few tenths. Maverick Vinales now 1.13
points. Doesn't sound like a lot in MotoGP, but these 3 points that Quartararo is trying to fight for right now, his career at stake here, to be fair.
Up towards turn 11. Fabio Quartararo's lap. He's closing, he's closing, he's closing, he's closing. He's not going to do it on this lap. He stays in fourth.
Excessive wear then. It looked good, it looked like the right choice to go for the soft rear tyre. Now use your head, but he's got a long, long way to defend here against the charging Quartararo. Well, Fabio through on Andrea Dovizioso.
It's on his way to another top 10.
Dovizioso's doing...
The race leader is down!
He's dumped it!
Pecco Bagnaia has crashed out of the lead here of his home Grand Prix.
GP World Championship is abject frustration for Pecco Bagnaia. He was over a second clear.
That pace could be maintained for full race distance, and it's the same corner that caught him out and earlier on in the weekend.
No.
That's a hard one to call. Might have to get silent.
Will take a lot to get over.
And all of a sudden, Maverick Vinales is leading ship.
Nobody wants to win it.
It's just such a bizarre season, isn't it?
You can, every time you look at it, something else happens that has a massive impact on the championship.
Has been given, and he'll have to do a penalty loop.
Espargaro's defending absolutely brilliantly right now. Can you believe it? Commanding advantage. Oh, dearie me. Your heart sinks for Bagnaia. It was going to be a landmark. Wait, carries on.
Incredible, isn't it? MotoGP this year, I mean,
that's going to be a tough one to swallow for Pecco.
This is the battle for second. Espargaro.
We're saying what a difference a week makes in MotoGP. Cash your minds back 7 days ago. Unbridled joy for VR. No, Espargaro has it.
Mir is eating these guys alive in terms of...
Here comes Fabio at the final weekend. We thought we were going to have a VR46 lockout at the podium. Today, Morbidelli struggling.
It's coming. This is late charge. It's the late show again from Mir. Poor Pecco Bagnaia here. He must be in... Maverick Vinales, what a result and a confidence boost this is going to be for him. Laps.
You've got to give him credit, Steve, because he never gave up the chase of Pecco Bagnaia, did he? He kept piling that pressure on him. Sure that Bagnaia could not relax for any second, knowing that Vinales was ready to pounce on any mistake. And for Pramac Ducati, we thought he was going to have that first MotoGP podium in Jerez, didn't we, when he had the mechanical? Your heart really does go out to Pecco Bagnaia, but that's racing. It's the old cliche to finish.
Paul's doing a brilliant job at the moment with that ruined rear soft tyre of holding back these guys.
Ferraro just cannot find a way through. And Mir has come right into the reckoning here as well, blistering form. Same again here this weekend. Got to get that qualifying sorted out because Mir would be racing more on here.
Espargaro, 4 laps. The advantage for him is the top speed because it's the Tech 3 boys having a great run now. 5th and 6th for the Tech 3 guys. Lecuona and Marquez.
Bagnaia's gone down because it gives him another couple of points as well. Points that really, you've got to say, based on what we've seen so far from him, he does
12, and Fabio here is weighing up a move. It's got to come here. This is his best chance through turn 14.
Here he's not even going to get on the podium, and his efforts today, well, they've deserved it. But he's got to be so smooth on that rear tyre.
He might be able to do it here into turn 1. Is he close enough? Is he close enough? Oh, that's just class, absolute class. Here we go then, right through the right-hander. He's waited all this time.
On Rossi's rear tyre on the last lap last weekend. Inch-perfect, ruthless move to dispose of the Italian. On the brakes into turn number 8. Brilliant braking move though by Pol Espargaro. How strong is he on that front end of the KT?
Defensive. Mir's coming through anyway. He's going to have a good look.
Well, Pol Espargaro will know. He saw
Maverick's got 2 and a bit laps left. He's 4.7 clear. This is now on board with Joan Mir, coming through close enough here.
He likes that flip-flop, doesn't he, between turns 1 and 2. He made a lot of moves there last weekend. Just got to get the to drive now out of this final corner to make sure he's close enough. Will he try and attack on the brakes? It's
Naked stick, yes he can. Tranmere then up into second place.
Yeah, the Suzuki boys, they love that. Federico on him at turn 3.
Nicola Kawona's name's dropped down the time screens, but I'm not going to say he's crashed yet. In case to go.
And Andrea Dovizioso moves up yet another spot.
Poor old Paul Espargaro.
There's Lekawona. He's down, let's hope he's okay. Just look at the rhythm that Mear's got. He's just, the Vinales camp, they can barely watch. They've got no fingernails left.
Wow, this would be some statement. It's just unreal. Fabio Quartararo, as it stands, would be the championship dead. He shouldn't even be out there. He's gone through on Danilo Petrucci now. He's into 9th. Long lap do not end, and we start the final lap of the race.
Well, he won't take it. He won't take the long lap penalty now because the podium's up for grabs.
Championship leader then. He might not be the world championship leader now after all, because he's got to take that long lap penalty. We're on the last lap of the race.
Yet again. Now, will he take it? Hoping that he can somehow get back ahead of Paul Espargaro.
It's all eyes then on Quartararo as we approach the penalty loop at turn 9 and 10. No,
he's going to get the post-race time penalty. What they'll do, they'll add the time it takes to come through the long lap penalty.
The story has been, he has been through the wars mentally as Maverick Vinales. He's come under so much criticism wrong with this result. A fantastic display from Maverick Vinales. He's going to be another
MotoGP once again here in Misano.
The checkered flag is out. The Kremlins are gone. Mack is back again. Second penalty, which means that Paul Espargaro will inherit the podium finish. What does that mean for the championship 20 season? And I'm so happy for this guy. Another new winner. Our 6th different.
Just unbelievable action, unbelievable drama. Speechless yet again in the Juan Mir, what a charge through for him for second. Fabio Quartararo, well, he took the checkered flag from the podium, and in some ways he probably deserved it, having ridden so brilliantly on that soft rear tyre by him.
Let's hear from Maya Maragali now, get the reaction from him.
Doubters to shut up. What do you think of his ride?
Exactly. I couldn't wait for it. Really happy because I think we deserve. We did the pole yesterday. We did the pole. These 25 points are a really good boost.
Did it come down to work in the garage that we were watching?
Basically, you could feel the bike with the same feeling and behavior that he had during the race. That really helped us. We fixed, maybe it's too much, but anyway, here it worked.